Hello, I am back with some answers for yesterday's Spammer 7th edition. And these answers are my edits of those emails. Hopefully you did your own edits. And if you haven't done it, get back to that video, yesterday's video, and watch it, see the emails, and do your best to edit them. Improve the grammar. That is the challenge for you yesterday. Today, there's no challenge, really. It's just to watch and to see my edits and then compare. So challenge yesterday, compare today. But there are challenges. Check out Learn Breezy English on Instagram, on Facebook, on BitClout, on there now as well. And anywhere else? No, YouTube. Here we are, and YouTube. So don't want to overdo it, you know. Right, so my answers. But before I get to my answers, I'm going to have to ask you, if you don't mind, if you want to, like this video, tap on the subscribe if you want to subscribe, share it. Share it with your friends, those that want to improve their English, if you think that it will help them as well. And hit that bell. Tap on that bell button and you will be notified of every video I do. 3 every single week. Alright, let's have a look at my edits. So here is that first email from Financial Service and the subject payment refund. So as you can see over in my edit, nothing wrong with the sender, nothing wrong with the subject. But first error, I would say, is on this first introduction where it's dear victim, comma. So as you can see here, dear victim, no comma. You need to have that comma after the person's title or their name. And then you go on to the next line. So my name is Caroline Rainbird, the Chief Executive Officer of Financial Services Compensation Scheme, FSCS. We bring you, full stop, we bring you good news, and I hope this message gets to you in person. So I have just changed it here with a comma after Rainbird, because when you are listing your title and who you are and what your job is, you need a comma. So introduce yourself. This is her name, Caroline Rainbird, comma, the Chief Executive Officer of Financial Services Compensation Scheme, full stop. So then it says after her name what she does, the Chief Executive Officer of, yeah, you could have the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, and in fact you should have, because if she was saying I am the Chief Executive Officer of FSCS, you would normally say of the FSCS, because whenever you're using an abbreviated title, you need the before it. This is especially true when speaking about countries, because it's like a title. So the United States, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, and there are others, of course, I think, but those are 3 that came into my mind. Now, the next section, there's no changes here. We bring you good news, and I hope this message gets to you in person. No problem with that. Now, let's look at what she wrote on this second paragraph. As I said yesterday, I not admire, obviously, but I approve of the space between paragraphs. Not just a new line, but a space between the lines. So see, on behalf of the IMF, World Bank, FBI and African crime fighter organizations have currently recovered over 3.6 billion United States dollars from internet fraudsters. Again, this is a long sentence. In fact, no, it does stop after who are now behind bars, full stop. So, but it's still quite a long sentence. Let me see what I have done here. Firstly, I've changed one to on, because it should be on behalf of the IMF, comma, World Bank, comma, FBI, comma, and African crime fighter, comma, You see, whenever you're listing anything, you need commas between what you're listing. Mistakes made by natives as well, even in newspapers I've seen it. When you're listing something and the last two do not have a comma, because it's, well, as here you have FBI and African crime fighter. As you can see here, there is no comma. But there should always be a comma because it's part of a list. If you don't put a comma, that is putting these two things together. So it's like this, and then these two together. So if you're not doing that, you need to put a comma after the penultimate item or place, I guess this is, in the list. Company, I suppose, FBI. So you can see here, after the comma and African crime fighter and another comma, because then you're explaining that these organizations, I think I've changed this because it was, yeah, they don't put these, they've just gone organizations have currently recovered. So these, on behalf of them, these organizations have, so I've removed they and removed currently, have recovered your US 3.6 billion United States dollars from internet fraudsters, comma, again, because again here, no comma. It needs to be a comma because you're stating now, you're talking about the fraudsters, comma, who are now behind bars, full stop. Their new line, your email address appears in our database as a scam victim who has been cheated by these hooligans. And I've just changed it to your email address, scrubbed out, crossed out appears, just your email address is in our database as a scam victim who has been cheated by these hooligans. Next paragraph. So the first line, a lot of reports have been received from scam victims all around the world. Full stop. They haven't done that. That first part is the same. Around the world, who lost, and then they've gone on, making this another long sentence. So instead of going straight on to who lost huge amount of money to the internet fraudsters against fake lottery or inheritance, I've put the full stop after world and started a new sentence. They have lost huge amounts of money to internet fraudsters, because they've gone huge amount. No, it's huge amounts of money because it's the plural, because money is not singular. To internet fraudsters, comma, and they did put against. Let's have a look. I've scrubbed out against who sent emails posing as fake lottery winners. Against fake, oh yeah, here, against fake lottery winners. So I've scrubbed out against, doesn't make any sense. So they have lost huge amounts of money to internet fraudsters, comma, who sent emails posing as fake lottery wins or inheritance. So we're talking about the emails here. The victims lost huge amounts of money to internet fraudsters who sent emails. So who is the fraudsters? Who sent emails posing as fake lottery wins or inheritance. So it's a difficult sentence, this, because you need to understand who we're talking about. We're talking about the fraudsters, but then we're talking about the emails. So when we say posing as fake lottery wins, we're obviously talking about the emails, because a fraudster can't be a fake lottery win. And that just is the English logic of language. You can work out what is meant by the phrase or the line posing as fake lottery wins or inheritance. If I was talking about the fraudsters, I'd have to use a different word. The next line, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we decided that all scam victims will be compensated from the money recovered from the fraudsters round the world. So I've changed it. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we decided that all scam victims will be compensated with, so crossed out from, with the money recovered from the fraudsters round the world. And the final paragraph, there's not, I don't know if there's any changes here according to my notes. So we are contacting you because you are among the scam victims to be compensated with a sum of $950,000 only without paying any fee. I think the only change I've done is put a comma after only, because they've gone only without paying any fee. I think it's better just to, because again, a long sentence, but it is connected, so a sum of $950,000 only, without paying any fee. And then you are instructed to contact the payment executive officer, Marshall Bailey, to authorize your payment, and that is fine. So let's move on to email 2. So this is Zadnik Stanislav. Unclaimed payment. Now, of course, that is a spelling mistake. It should be unclaimed payment. Good day, So let's look at what they put. I am Ambassador Sam K. Kutesa, President of the United Nations General Assembly, and I work hand to hand with the Bureau of the Fiscal Service, US Department of the Treasury, and the Bureau of Unclaimed Funds. Now, I have changed it. This first bit is fine. President of the United Nations General Assembly, and I work hand in hand. This is the phrase that we would use, not hand to hand. With the Bureau of Fiscal Service, US Department of the Treasury, which they have not put the second comma, and the Bureau of Unclaimed Funds, capital letters. You see, they have put capital letters for these other titles, so I have added it here, whereas they did not. We discovered that you have an unclaimed payment that was supposed to be remitted to you, maybe due to some unforeseen circumstance that allow you to finish your transactions home or abroad, so I took it upon myself to get in touch with you before it will be forfeited, as you still have the chance to claim your funds. Now, long sentence again. I've changed it to, we discovered that you have an unclaimed payment that was supposed to be remitted to you, full stop. There you go, short sentence. And then you explain, maybe this was due to some unforeseen circumstance that didn't allow you to finish your transactions at home or abroad. And then I've split that one paragraph into 2. I took it upon myself to get in touch with you. And as you can see on theirs, it's that same sentence after abroad, so I took it upon myself to get in touch with you. Just do not make sentences long. Cut them up, shorten them. They're easier to read. They look much better. So, my sentence, my new paragraph. I took it upon myself to get in touch with you before it will be forfeited, as you still have the chance to claim your funds, full stop. Get back to me for more details on how to claim your payment before it is marked unclaimed. And I think get back to me for more details on how to claim a payment before it is marked unclaimed. No problem with that last section, but there was a change with the forfeited. You will be forfeited. Why can't I? Forfeited. And I've put a comma basically, as you can see. So that's it. How did you do? What did you think of those edits? Were they good? Were they better than yours? Were yours better than mine? Well, make sure you put your edits down in the comments so we can compare. We can see, and others can see what you've done, and see if your edits were really good and you did your job. Remember, don't be shy. get your edits down there. Not many people would have the balls to do it. If you've done it, thumbs up. Two thumbs up. I'm going to give you 2 thumbs up, because it can be worrying. You know, I'm learning Portuguese. If I had to do it in Portuguese, I would be a bit anxious about it. But, you know, my writing in Portuguese, it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's the understanding. It's tough. It's not with it like English. It seems to be the other way around with Portuguese and English. English, people can understand it because there's so much English to hear. Whereas understanding Portuguese, it's tough, man. It's tough. Anyway, I'm getting off point. I will love you and leave you. But before I go, if you have liked this video, tap on that like button. If you have wanted to and still do want to subscribe, press the subscribe button. If you want to share it with your friends and family. And if you want to be notified of the videos, 3 every single week, tap on the bell button and you'll get a pop-up. Rob's released a new video. Go and check it out. You know how it works. I'm going to go now. It's been a pleasure, as always. I will love you, and I will leave you now. And bid you a fair week, a good week even, a brilliant week. I'm sure it's going to end well for you. Join me next week for some more videos. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.